Ahoj, tady je Jane a já vás vítám u 9. dílu Hogwarts Legacy. Minule jsme se naučili vařit nějaké ty lektvary a sázet rostliny, takže teď se podíváme, co bylo dál. Tak hnedka se podívám do questlogu. O tomhle všem vím, že se musím potkat s Natty. V podstatě dál mě tady čeká to, že bych měla nějakým způsobem se utkat v souboji s hůlkama. Do čehož se mi až tak moc nechce. No ale ještě než se vydám za kámoškou, tak si tady nezapomenu vybrat. Aha. Tak tohle je dobrý, ten čas je fakt zastavený, když hra neběží. Takže žádný takový, že si večer zasadíte kytku a ráno si ji půjdete sklidit. Vítej, Derte. No? Jak to s náma vyjebává. Takže se jdu podívat, kde na mě bude čekat. Jo, musím teda ven ze školy. A musím jít někam, kde nemám žádný body. Počkej, a tady se dostanu jak? Kdybych tam šla odsud, pomohlo by mi to? Jo, vypadá to nadějně. A odsud už jenom nějakých 240 metrů. Za Natty. Tamhle jsou balóny, vypadají vyloženě zlověstně. A tohle to nápadně připomíná Hagridovu chýši. Takže by tady teoreticky mohly být nějaký fajnový rostliny na pozbírání. Nope, tohle ne. To se jenom tvářilo jako důležitá věc. Koza, slepice. Motýl.
This could prove dangerous.
Nepůjdu přece po cestě, že jo, aby mě tam každý mohl přepadnout. A navíc jsem pořád doufala, že se mi podaří najít nějakou užitečnost. Ale očividně ne. Ale je tady travel point.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Je něco, co jsem našla.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I
holka
can't
nebude
otherwise
blbá.
explain. I know that's a
Myslím,
lot to absorb.
kámošku z Uwagadugu.
And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Ah.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
OK.
Be on your guard.
Takže musíme se pravděpodobně teďka někam vrátit. Aha. Tady nám to ještě nepřistálo.
What's going on here?
Jasně. A máme tady jeden takový možná hlavní, možná vedlejší quest. Každopádně vidíme, jestli hru budu moct hrát, jelikož tím, že jsem tady jenom na návštěvě a majitel hry se aktuálně tváří, že zapl Steam, tak mě to možná za 3 minuty vykopne.
They must have come this way. Think!
Tak uvidíme.
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be sick.
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
Allow me to put you out of your... I quit now, while you're still alive.
Já tam zase mám blbou klávesnici.
Oh, watch the light go out of your eyes.
OK. New type of enemy.
Get over here, you instant! We can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You'll take this student over my dead body! Get out of this alive. What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book.
Ale
when
ovšem
we were
tohle je
students at
zajímavé,
Hogwarts.
jelikož se nacházíme
Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop
v
in
roce
Nottingham.
1800,
She's a traveling vendor.
nevím
Here's
kolik,
what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
a ona otevřeně přiznává, že má ženu. Což je možná trochu historický anachronismus a možná trochu facka J.K. Rowling.
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin. Of the legend of King Arthur.
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
Takže Merlin chodil do Bradavic, kdybyste to náhodou nevěděli. How fascinating, to zní jako děsně inteligentní odpověď.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the centre. That started me thinking, what if...
The mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honours? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
OK, takže potřebujeme nějakou rostlinu.
This trunk.
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
Tak tohle očividně rozbít nejde, navíc jsem ještě asi rozbila zvuk.
Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
No, takže zvuk je v pytli.
Incendio.
Merlin's beard!
A navíc jsem ještě cuká tamhle hora v pozadí. Ale no tak, to je úplně to též, co se mi dělo u Overwatch.
Curious. The pyres are back where they started. The pyres are back where they started.
Kolik jich vlastně? Neměly by být 4? Kdyby šlo je zarazit a pak tam na ně nasypat tu listí. Ale fakt vidím jenom 3.
Incendio.
Ne, musím být blíž. Ještě blíž.
That's that. Settled.
Takže ono šlo opravdu jenom o pořadí. Hele, ale tohle se fakt nedá.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Revelio. I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Tak, teď jsem aktuálně chvilku nedávala pozor. Jelikož přišla nabídka na novou hru k recenzi, ale bohužel asi ne pro mě. Tak. Takže potřebujeme vyřešit další Merlinovy zkoušky, čímž se mi zvětší inventář.
Professor Fig tells me you found a long lost book for him. I'd like to talk to you about it.
Tamhle máme někoho se subquestem.
Hello, can I help you?
Oh, thank goodness. Yes. My name is Grace Pinch-Smedley. Of the Bath Pinch-Smedleys? I was hoping someone would come along soon. I was about to defy my father's wishes and would never have forgiven myself. You see, I need to retrieve something from the bottom of the lake. Might you be the one to help me?
Diving into the lake sounds like an adventure. Tell me more.
Splendid. Precisely the response I'd hoped for.
What do you
Jsi
need help
sice
retrieving?
zmiozelačka,
Years
ale
ago, my grandfather, who fancied himself quite the astronomer, set sail from Hogsmeade Station for what was meant to be a quick stargazing cruise with my grandmother. They never returned.
I'm so sorry. What happened to them?
We can't be sure. We only know that neither they nor their boat made it back to shore. They were presumed drowned. Father was so distraught that he forbade our family from setting foot on or in the Black Lake ever again. A treasured family astrolabe vanished with them that night. If you could dive down and retrieve it, I may be able to bring my father some peace.
What exactly is an astrolabe?
It's an astonishing ancient navigational tool. Essentially a handheld model of the universe. It's mainly used for studying the stars, astronomical pursuits, but it has nearly 1,000 uses. Fascinating device. Sadly, I'd imagine it's rusted beyond repair now. Still, we'd love to have it returned to us. It would be like getting a bit of my grandparents back.
It sounds dangerous, especially for something of mere sentimental value.
I understand. But I'd be forever grateful. Of course, you may discover much more than the astrolabe. Anything else you found would be all yours. I've cross-referenced the vessel's last alleged location against the lake's topography, depth charts, and tide schedule. My best guess is that it's just over there, about a furlong from the dock. It would be wonderful to have my grandfather's astrolabe back. I do hope you find the astrolabe. It would mean so much to our family.
It sounds as if her astrolabe is just northeast of the dock. I should dive down and see.
No počkej, ale já stejně nemůžu do jezera, ne? Asi jo. OK, nicméně to teď aktuálně řešit nebudu. Asi si počkám na den. A na to, až budu toho umět trochu víc. A teďka teda zkusíme Ollivandera. Protože sem se k němu můžu hezky rychlo portnout. Takže hurá za Ollivanderem. Já nevím, co s tím zvukem budu dělat.
Good of you to come. My friend, Professor Fig, speaks highly of you and your resourcefulness. He was vague as to details, but mentioned your having tracked down a difficult-to-find book. I wondered if you'd be willing to do a little detective work on my behalf.
Of course, Mr. Ollivander. Sounds most up my street.
Wonderful. You see, about a century ago, an heirloom applewood wand with a fairy wing core went missing from this very shop. My great-aunt suspected a student named Richard Jackdaw. He'd been serving as an assistant here and suddenly vanished.
Richard Jackdaw?
Like the bird. In fact, he was known to frequent the Hogwarts Owlery. We searched there, of course, but found no wand. We did find a series of statues similar to Jackdaw's. I'm certain they're a clue, but I cannot figure out where they lead. Jackdaw was last heard tittering about some pages with a map he'd stolen from Peeves. As you can imagine, the poltergeist was less than helpful.
Why would the thief have taken the wand?
I must admit I have no idea. From what I can gather, he fancied himself an adventurer of sorts. Always looking for trouble. In fact, after he went missing, rumor had it his ghost was seen in Hogsmeade. Never heard much about him after that, but it seems as if his adventurous spirit may have got the better of him. Perhaps he thought that the wand had some special power simply because of its esteemed lineage. Astonishing how misunderstood the art of wand-making is.
I'll have a look for you. You've certainly given me plenty to go on.
Oh, you've brought hope to this old wand-maker's heart. Professor Fig was right. You are a remarkable student.
Já vím, že to zní příšerně, fakt, mě to zní taky strašně úplně hrozně moc příšerně, ale já nevím, co s tím mám dělat. Začalo mi to vlastně až teďka... No. Po té aktualizaci. A vlastně hudba v pozadí je v pořádku, dialogy jsou v pořádku, takže to jsou speciální efekty. Takže to zkusím takhle. Prostě nebudou tolik rušit, no. Tak, podíváme se do mapy, kde máme Olliry. Jo, to je tady ta věžička za školou. Což je super. Chtěla jsem se podívat, co je tohle. Opuštěná budova. Zonko. Jo, a tady máme ještě jeden bodík, který se mi neotevřel, takže si sem dám waypoint. Zkusím se tam teďka dostat. Což je vlastně docela šikovná funkce. Ne? Protože to prostě odemknu a už si tam budu moct cestovat narychlo. A vlastně to je to náměstí, kde už jsem byla. Tady jsem někde bojovala s tím trolem, ne? Ano, ale tehdy tu prostě ještě nebyl záchytný bod. Nebo možná jsem nezašla tady za roh toho náměstí, aby se mi odemkl. To spíš. Jo, jo. Tak a teď hurá zpátky do školy. Okay, máme tady vlastně tu novou šálu. Kterou můžu, používat až na 10. levelu. Takže to je první takový předmět. To jsem teď našla. Že ho zatím nemůžu využít, musím ještě chvilku počkat. Tak. Dobře. Tak zkusím se posunout sem a projít si kolem těch dalších zbývajících travel pointů, když už jsem teď objevila úžasnou funkci nastavit waypoint, a pak se vydám do Sovince. Aha, tak to není úplně blízko. Tak na to teď asi kašlu. A tohle to ale naopak půjde dobře. Takže hezky ven z budovy. Jo, tady jsem vlastně byla. Tohle máme odemčeno a tady jsem byla na jakémsi tom úvodním klání v první hodině kouzel. Leander Prewett.
What are you doing out here?
Challenging you to a game of Summoner's Court. I think it's time you faced a real opponent, outside of Ronan's little lesson in charms class. Summoner's Court isn't just a game. It's a battle of skill. A test of a witch or wizard's mettle. What say?
I'm in.
Dobrý, tak to průbnem.
Brilliant. Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio.
What was that?
Akio!
Mohla jsem to zatáhnout trochu víc.
Akio. Try to beat that.
Sakra, já ho chtěla vyrazit ven a ne mu pomoct.
Not bad. Not bad. Akio. Nothing to it.
Akio!
What have just happened?
I've seen worse. Wait, did I win? I won!
Jo.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Jasně.
I'm game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Lítání.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing
Těším
game.
se.
Akio. All in the wrist.
Akio!
Stůj, 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 stůj. Ne!
Didn't think you were a match for me. Akio.
Tak pojď, aspoň jednu modrou dáme.
Akio!
Stůj, 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 stůj. Stůj.
That was one for the ages. Akio.
Tam, že mi teďka vyrazí.
Try to beat that.
No, to si píš, že to zkusím. Sice nevidím ani vlastní balón, ale zkusit to můžu. Ne, já to zapomněla zastavit.
Missed the mark a bit on that one.
No.
We should have bet a few galleons on that round. Care to go again?
Jo, ještě do
I'm
třetice.
game for another round.
Grand. You could use the practice.
Rozhodně.
Summoner's Court. The ever-changing game. Akio. Nothing to it.
Akio!
Ne, to teď zastavila moc brzo. Pro změnu. Ale možná to můžu zkusit hrát na safe. Abych nahrála aspoň pár bodů.
All in the wrist.
Tak, teď jsem mu zase hezky pomohla. Místo toho, abych ho vystrčila
I'll let you
ven.
have that one. Akio. Try to beat that.
Accio!
Huš, vrať se zpátky.
You're not bad at this. Well done. You beat me.
Jako fakt? No tak aspoň něco vyšlo.
Bit of good luck, that's all.
Jo, rozhodně.
Come now, Leander, there's no need for that.
Fine, you're good. Better than I am, at least. I'll let the others know you're good enough to keep playing.
1 ze 3, ale
I
budiš.
lost 7 matches in a row to Samantha Dale. The others who play Summoner's Court thought that if you couldn't beat me, you wouldn't be enough of a challenge.
Chin up, Leander. Keep practicing and you'll get better.
I suppose you're right. I'll let the others know that your metal's been tested and that you passed.
Tak jo, máme to sidequest. A můžu se vrátit zase zpátky k hlavnímu questu. Ale na ten se podíváme zase až příště, takže nezapomeňte na like a odběr, abyste se dozvěděli, že tu máme další video. Jane se loučí.